Jesse Waters has deleted his post accusing the CIA of raiding Tulsi Gabbard's office. The original post received 2.6 million views. But this is the reason that the narrative cannot be trusted. Welcome to Still Not Canceled. My name is Kelly Jackson. Here at Still Not Canceled, we question everything, especially the narrative, which is why we're going to talk about Anna Paulina Luna today. Yesterday, all over X, there were announcements about the CIA basically raiding Tulsi Gabbard's office over there at DNI. But let's look at who said what when, so that we can figure out exactly who is saying what they said they said. So here's what it says here. Gunther Eagleman, who I follow, got a great X account, very aware and following the national news. So breaking, this was yesterday, not even 24 hours ago. Breaking, Anna Paulina Luna just dropped a bombshell. You just heard what she said. Dropped a bombshell at Katie Pavlich. The CIA marched straight into DNI, Tulsi Gabbard's office, and seized boxes of JFK assassination files and MK Ultra documents. Why are they raiding the Director of National Intelligence's office right now? And what exactly are they so desperate to hide? It all came out. Jesse Waters was the one who broke the news on Fox News, and he was the one who went to Katie Pavlich. So it turns out that wasn't exactly true. Now, some people could argue, well, maybe the fact that it was announced on national television, somebody got leaned on and was told to take it back. Somebody got threatened and was told to take it back. I guess that's entirely possible because none of us trust our government anymore right now, even one that's being presided over by President Trump. Because let's face it, as much as I trust the president, mostly trust the president, don't agree with everything, but I mostly trust the president. There are people around him that I still think he listens to that he really shouldn't. So it's kind of hard to still even know, even when we have a president that we trust, who it is in our government that we are able to actually trust that they are doing the right thing and that they are conducting business on behalf of the American people. I mean, I don't know. Here we are, Nick Sorter. I thought this was a given, but apparently not. So I'll just put this out there. Members of Congress should not be going on national TV and erroneously claiming the CIA is staging a literal coup. CIA raiding DNI would be a coup. ODNI oversees the CIA. No such thing occurred. So this is according to Nick Sorter, who I trust. I think he's a great source. So let's go up here. This is Jesse Waters. Jesse Waters has deleted his post accusing the CIA of raiding Tulsi Gabbard's office. Gabbard's team denied those claims immediately after the post started going viral yesterday. The original post received 2.6 million views. 2.6 million views. This is why I don't spend a ton of time on X. I get in there just so that I can sort of take a look at the landscape, see what's popping. Obviously, the president's trip to China is a big point of conversation today. So I'm going to do a video on that a little later today. We got to talk about that somewhat. But here we are. Here we are. We're taking it back. I mean, we're splashing it all over the internet and then we're taking it back. So let's go back. So here she is. Here she is. This is 4 hours ago. Anna Paulina Luna. I am noticing a few large accounts stating falsely that I claimed there was a raid on Tulsi Gabbard's office at the CIA. This is by the CIA. This is completely false. There is no clip or statement that exists. Why is there an orchestrated push for this narrative? Narrative. There's the key word, narrative. Not one account can post a clip of me saying that because it never happened. When Congress is notified of conflicting narratives from different agencies, i.e. the CIA, the ODNI, it is our job to follow through to ensure documents are preserved and not destroyed. This is not an issue with Ratcliffe or Gabbard. For people who act like the CIA doesn't have a history of destroying documents is bizarro world. Watch the clip for yourself. I am talking about the whistleblower, what the whistleblower is saying under oath. So let's let's listen to what she says. We just watched this, and let's listen to it.
Before we get to the CIA whistleblower about the COVID-19 pandemic and Dr. Anthony Fauci's role in the cover-up, you also have some news coming out of the CIA that you'd like to share.
Yeah, so we were actually just notified that the CIA went in and took documents out of ODNI, multiple boxes pertaining to the JFK files as well as MK Ultra. The reason why this is troubling is there was an executive order that the president had directed the full declassification of JFK, but then also to the MK Ultra files. The CIA famously has said that, all documents were released and other documents had been destroyed. So these are allegedly those documents that apparently never existed, and so very troubling. I did just talk to Chairman Comer, and we are sending in the next hour or so a preservation of documents request to the CIA. I have calls into the White House, to the director of the CIA himself, and so obviously as this develops, we'll keep everyone up to date, but strange times we're living in, that's for sure.
Does the CIA have jurisdiction to go into Gabbard's office like that and take documentation?
Well, the CIA does not have jurisdiction to work against an executive order by the president. And so the fact that someone did this when the president is out of country, from what I gather, I believe that Director Radcliffe is with him. And so this seems like it was an internal coup, to be honest.
She just called that an internal coup. I want to go back really quickly and listen to what she says at the very beginning of the clip, because she's claiming, watch the clip for yourself. I am talking about what the whistleblower is saying under oath. So she's trying to tell us now that she wasn't making a claim, that she was just repeating what the whistleblower said to them under oath. But that had to do with COVID. That had to do with something that was said that was associated with COVID. So why is this something that the whistleblower would have talked about? Let's listen to her really quickly once again.
Before we get to the CIA whistleblower about the COVID-19 pandemic and Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Okay, so before we get to the whistleblower and what they said about the COVID-19 pandemic, let's talk about this other issue first. So she can't possibly be talking about what the whistleblower said when the whistleblower was there to talk about COVID, not documents that were taken. Somebody's staff decided to try and save her tush by concocting this cover here. It's a cover. Instead of just saying, oops, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I really shouldn't have said that. I was wrong. I overstepped or something. Something is amiss here. Because instead of apologizing for misspeaking, or instead of taking it back, or even maybe somebody made a phone call and said, hey, you shouldn't have been talking about that stuff on national television, she's concocting this cover story that is just garbage, because they hadn't gotten to the COVID-19 whistleblower yet, that they're talking about something being discussed under oath. That was at the beginning. They hadn't even started that conversation yet. So I call BS. I wish that these people, when they misspeak or when they say things that are not right, they would just apologize for it, and that they would just admit their mistake, and then we can all move on. But this is the reason that the narrative cannot be trusted, because they're spinning it fresh and new every minute and a half to 2 minutes. And then before you know it, the entire world is turned upside down. Nobody knows what's what or what's true. And that's why you have people like me, because I'm an independent journalist. I don't really watch Fox News all that much, and there's a reason for it, because of stuff like this. I don't spend a ton of time on X. I look at it when it's necessary. I'm glad that we have it. I'm so glad that Elon Musk decided to buy it. I think that changed the world. I think that it interrupted some plans that were in the works. That's what I think. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit today, because it's a prime example of what the media does to us and how it makes things just whole nother level of crazy that honestly we really don't need. So I would recommend you do what I do, which is I sort of try and sit with it and discern it. And then I do my research. And then I ask the Lord to clear things up for me if I really can't understand it. Because if it's fear, if it's prompted by fear, if it's prompted by, something that is meant to cause us anxiety, we all know fear does not come from the Lord. We know where it comes from. So I would always be skeptical of something that is trying to provoke you into a feeling of fear and anxiety. And that's all I have to say about that. This is Kelly Jackson at Still Not Canceled, because I am still not canceled. However, they may try. We do question everything, especially the narrative. I love you guys. Please like, please subscribe. It will really help me out with my new channel. And I will see you another time. Bye-bye.